American Psycho is about one man. Batman. No, it's about Patrick Bateman.
Fucking ugly bitch. Cool it with the anti-Semitic remarks.
He's a complex character. He's the older brother of Sean Bateman. They're both psychopaths in their own right, but amateur league when compared to their other brother, Jason Bateman. When you know, you know. Anyway, American Psycho opens with a bunch of douchebags wanking off their wealth at a Michelin star restaurant. Food.
Rare roasted partridge breast in raspberry coulis with a sorrel timbal.
Oh, fabulous. Just like Grandma used to make it.
Enter 4 super yuppies complaining about the restaurant. Apparently the toilets are not up to their cocaine-taking standards.
Just bosh it off a key, dickhead.
These guys all have matching credit cards because they're BFFs. Patrick likes to apply a gel ice pack if his face is a little puffy in the morning. His morning routine also includes 1000 crunches, a deep pore cleanser lotion, a water activated gel cleanser, a honey almond body scrub, a exfoliating gel scrub, a murder wank, culminating in the frantic skull of a decapitated head from the fridge. Freshness dependent. And finally, a massive shit. If you think this is mental behaviour, this guy thinks David Beckham is living in his Les Miserables poster. Patrick goes to his super high paying job where he does sweet FA. Less work, more money, this guy must be rich. He tells his secretary not to wear her outfit again.
He said, do not wear that outfit again.
Rude. She asks why, and Patrick says,
Come on. You're prettier than that.
Harsh, but fair. But fair. FYI, the doll thing from the Saw movies is inspired by Patrick Bateman's face, and now you can't unsee that. Reese Witherspoon's is his fiancée. It's pre the Legally Blonde fame, so she lets the psycho shit slide.
Is that Donald Trump's car?
She tells Patrick that he should quit his high-flying job, and Patrick says no.
Because I want to fit in.
Patrick's on the verge of tears, thinking that he won't have a decent table when they arrive at the restaurant.
But we do, and relief washes over me in an awesome way.
What Patrick doesn't know is that they're having dinner with 2 goths, and his anxiety comes back with a vengeance. Patrick suspects that Reese is having an affair with his Bezzy mate, but he doesn't care because he's shagging her Bezzy mate, the fiancé of his other mate, Lewis, aka the biggest doofus in the business. Basically, all these people are shagging each other during an AIDS epidemic.
That affects us.
The dry cleaners can't get the blood-soaked stains out of Patrick's sheets, and he's taking a shit fit.
I will kill you.
Surely dry cleaners have some duty of care to report blood-soaked bed sheets, or is there some kind of dry cleaner customer confidentiality clause? Personally, I like to think there's an underground dry cleaning ring out there that has a treasure trove of dirt, literal dirt, on A-list celebrities. But they can't say anything because they'd lose business. Congratulations on getting the Taylor Swift account. Yeah, nice girl. But she needs to pay someone to wipe her ass. You mean skiddies? You don't know the half of it. Stop, I'm getting a boner. Anyhow, Patrick phones his side piece while watching his favourite episode of Postman Pat. She pies him off until he mentions taking her to Dorsia for dinner. Same day reservation at Dorsia? Silly Patrick Bateman. Psychotic and delusional. The guys are measuring their dicks using the business card metric.
New card. It's very cool, Bateman. You ain't seen nothing yet. Impressive. Very nice.
When Jared from Subway starts peacocking all up in Bateman's face, thinking he's some fella named Marcus. It's very rude, but Bateman doesn't care because he knows how big his bollocks are. That is until he sees Jared's lifetime Subway card, which prompts Patrick's massive bollocks to retreat up into his perfectly ripped body, leaving him crying for his mummy's dried up titties.
Something wrong?
Jared's Subway card is so good, Patrick goes out and kills a tramp.
Get a goddamn job.
And then curb stomps his little doggy. Note to self, review American History X next. Patrick contemplates his crazy while topping up his tan. Shit, this Jared guy is everywhere, and he still thinks Patrick is this Marcus fella. Patrick takes Jared to a restaurant that at best, you would take your side piece's sister.
Is that Ivana Trump?
Finally, after getting Jared back to his apartment, he does a peppy diatribe about his fondness for 30 seconds to Mars, ending with Jared taking an axe to the head. All hail Patrick Bateman! While staging Jared's apartment to make it look like he suddenly left town, Patrick loses his murder boner after seeing Jared's apartment overlook Central Perk. Patrick works out to his super pump workout mix, the screams of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He is preparing himself for a night of fine dining and romance. He picks up a couple of hookers, one a high-class agency whore, and the other a $10, my baby needs formula, street hooker. He makes the $10 whore wash her fanny because of AIDS and stuff, gives them both new names.
I'm gonna call you Sabrina. I'm Paul Allen.
There are many red flags, even by hooker standards.
Christy, get down on your knees so Sabrina can see your asshole.
But this guy is rich, and Commodore 64s don't pay for themselves.
Sabrina, don't just stare at it, eat it.
Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Eat it, eat it.
Patrick records the three of them spot fucking while they all check for any raised moles. Eventually Patrick spoils the fun by going to his drawer of sharp and pointy torture devices. And because he's a sick fuck, he puts a Phil Collins CD on.
Do you like Phil Collins?
The next day the guys are lunching, being chauvinistic buttholes, but you know, having fun.
There are no girls with good personalities.
When Lewis, aka the biggest doofus in the biz, shows them his new business card. Patrick loses his mind. This guy in business cards. He follows Lewis into the bathroom to strangle the cool business card carrying motherfucker to death. But Lewis takes the strangling as a sign of homosexual affection. Patrick gets the heebie-jeebies, allowing for a rare murderer's pass. This is the only movie ever made where your business card can get you killed, but your gayness can save your life. The guys go clubbing, they bosh some cocaine in the toilets, and while on a roids rage, they call some guy in a gay bar a fag.
Sorry, dude. Steroids.
And then they raise concerns about catching dyslexia through sexual intercourse. Thanks for the thumbnail. Patrick picks up a model in the club.
Think I'm dumb, don't you?
Oh.
That's okay. I don't mind. There's something sweet about you.
And the next day we see him sniffing a lock of her hair. FYI, her head is in the fridge, so we know today's morning routine was on point. Patrick's poorly dressed secretary finally gets her dream date with a big boss man. Albeit there's a stipulation.
We'll want to change before we go out.
He tells her that he'll take her to Dorsia. Dun dun dun. Same day reservation for Dorsia? I don't think so. This girl is surely brown bread. Just as Patrick's about to shoot her through the head with a nail gun, his fiancée leaves a message on his answering machine, making his murder boner turn into a floppy sausage. Murder boner back, Patrick tracks down the $10 "My baby needs formula" hooker. I use track down very loosely. She was on her regular corner, and even though she might need surgery after last time's antics, she goes with Patrick to meet his posh lady friend, who just happens to be looser than Patrick's grip on reality. After they cozy up on Jared's couch, Jared's dead. He drugs the girls with lesbian pills. To be more precise, lesbian pills with a threesome come down. I have inquired as to where one might be able to purchase said pills. They don't exist, but I did read somewhere that a Gwen Stefani Megamix can achieve the same results. Those beats are bananas. Not content with a threesome, Patrick does what Patrick does best and goes full-blown psycho killer. What does full-blown psycho killer look like, I hear you ask? Well, there's running around naked with a chainsaw, there's biting ankles, dead hookers in cupboards, dead models in bathrooms, blood-splattered yuppie walls, and a white heterosexual guy fanboying over Whitney Houston.
Had 4 #1 singles on it.
You know, standard psycho behavior. The next day he dumps fiancée Reese so that he can focus more on his killing.
What about the past? Our past?
We never really shared one.
Patrick's crazy is about to peak. He tries to feed a cat to a cash machine, he shoots someone's granny, and then shoots at the police. Basically, he goes on a shooty rampage. He eventually chills out a bit, phones his lawyer, and confesses to 20, maybe 40 murders.
Maybe 40!
Plus, some eating of brains.
I ate some of their brains.
And the film ends, and it was awesome. Bollocks. There's still 10 minutes left. This is where the movie should have finished. But it didn't. The next day Patrick goes to Jared's apartment, and it's being shown for let. Realising no massacre occurred here, Patrick starts to spiral in reverse. He pulls a sickie from work to get his shit together.
Just say no!
He confronts his lawyer about the brain-eating confession from the previous night. The lawyer mistakes him for some guy called Davis and assumes the confession was a joke, as it had one major flaw.
Bateman is such a dork. Such a boring, spineless lightweight.
Jared's not dead. Patrick's secretary finds his murder wank bank diary, while Patrick contemplates taking less cocaine.
Rockin' and a rollin'.
He presents himself as this harmless old codger, but inside...
Yes, inside, believe it or not, Bryce, we're actually listening to you.
But inside, I'm Batman. I rate this film.
I like to dissect girls. Did you know I'm utterly insane? I like to dissect girls. Did you know I'm utterly insane? I like to dissect girls. Did you know I'm utterly insane? I like to dissect girls. Did you know I'm utterly insane?